story of Marco Polo. For thousands of years, trading routes had developed. We call it the Silk Road, 2 continents wide. But when Romans ruled Europe and Mongols ruled China, neither one still knew much of the opposite side. Marco Polo was born in the city of Venice in 1254, a rich merchant man's son. When Marco was little, his father and uncle went trading much further than most men had done. The brothers came home after 9 years of travels. They told Marco the wonderful places they'd gone. They planned to go back to trade more goods and knowledge with their new friend, the Mongols' Emperor Kublai Khan. So Marco went with them back east on their mission. When the journey began, he was just 17. Through Persia, past mountains and the vast Gobi Desert, he saw things that few Europeans had seen. And when 3 years had passed, they had made it to China. They gave Kublai Khan a few presents they brought. The Khan was impressed with this young man named Marco, and the Polos were treated like lords in the court. Marco was shocked. They used paper for money, and they used coal, which he thought was a rock that could burn. The Khan's postal service was also a wonder that Marco would tell Europe about on his return. But first, for 17 years through the empire, Marco had many jobs that came straight from the emperor himself. But the Khan grew quite old and the Polos got worried that the next Khan might not let them leave with their wealth. Finally, they got permission for leaving. It was a hard journey home, both by land and by sail. Home in Venice, Marco soon joined a war against Genoa, but he got captured and then spent a year in a jail. In jail, Marco met Rusticello, a writer. He heard Marco's stories and he wrote them all down. This book became famous and read across Europe, even just with hand copies to get it around. Although they loved it, few people believed it. Some called it the millions for 1 million lines. It is likely that Rusticello or others may have inserted or altered some stories inside. All true or not, all the book's brave descriptions stirred Europe to wonder and want to learn more. All true or not, often much later travelers found proof of the things Marco said long before. All true or not, it inspired Columbus and others who journeyed for knowledge or for gold. Marco himself never left home again, but to the end he still swore that he'd seen more than he told.